What if one day, children around the world started dying without warning? No cure, no explanation, and the ones who survived became something the world feared. Hello everyone, this is Filmlens, and today we're diving into a dark, emotional, and terrifying story where childhood becomes a crime and power decides who deserves to live. The story begins inside a school cafeteria. Everything feels completely normal. Kids are sitting peacefully, eating lunch, laughing, talking. Just another ordinary day. Suddenly, one girl freezes. Her eyes begin to glow with a bright blue light. Her body starts shaking violently, like she's having a seizure. Within seconds, she collapses to the floor. Teachers rush toward her, but it's already too late. She's dead. No one understands what just happened. After a global investigation, scientists reveal a horrifying truth. A mysterious virus is spreading across the world, and it targets only children. Doctors try everything, no cure works. Slowly, the situation turns into a nightmare. Nearly 90% of children worldwide die from this virus. Even the best doctors fail. The President of the United States addresses the nation and reveals something devastating. Even his own son has been infected. Still, he promises the world that humanity will find a solution. To control the crisis, a special department is created. CCD. Now the story shifts to a young girl named Ruby. At her home, her family is celebrating her birthday. Her parents smile, give her gifts, and pretend everything is normal. But deep inside, they're terrified, because Ruby is also infected. That night, Ruby can't sleep. Scared and restless, she quietly goes to her mother and holds her hand. Suddenly, Ruby's eyes glow orange. She panics, pulls away, and runs back to her room. The next morning, everything seems normal to Ruby. But when her mother sees her, she freezes in shock and asks, "Who are you?" Her parents don't recognize her. Ruby desperately explains she's their daughter. She shows them her birthday gift, but her mother believes Ruby is a sick child who broke into their house. Out of fear, they hand Ruby over to the CDC. Crying and screaming, Ruby is forcefully taken away and pushed into a bus. Inside the bus, many other children are already there. A guard stands over them with a gun, treating them not like kids, but like criminals. The bus arrives at a heavily guarded facility. As the children are lined up, one boy asks too many questions. The guards respond brutally. They beat him without mercy. Watching this, Ruby realizes the truth. This place isn't meant to save them. It's meant to control them. The children are taken for medical examinations. Doctors explain that the virus caused genetic mutations. Their DNA has changed. And now, they have powers. The kids are divided by eye color. Green, smartest, safest. Blue, telekinesis. Gold, electricity. These are considered manageable, but there are two rare categories. Red, orange, extremely dangerous. Orders are simple. Eliminate on sight. During Ruby's test, the doctor discovers something terrifying. Ruby is orange. The screen flashes one word: terminate. The doctor calmly prepares a lethal injection. Sensing danger, Ruby grabs his hand and desperately says she's green. At that moment, her eyes glow bright orange. The doctor's expression goes blank. Without a word, he changes her file from orange to green. Ruby's true power is revealed. She can control minds. After testing, the children are given uniforms: green, blue, gold. Ruby looks around. There are no red or orange uniforms. That's when she understands. Kids like her were already killed. 6 years pass inside the camp. Ruby isolates herself. She pretends to be weak, invisible. One day, Captain McManus notices her. He says she doesn't seem smart enough to be a green. Ruby panics. Later, a high-frequency sound blasts through the speakers. Only special children can hear it. Ruby collapses. She wakes up in a medical room. A female doctor sits in front of her. Before leaving, the doctor secretly writes a note. They know the truth. If you want to live, meet me in the boiler room. Ruby escapes that night. The doctor helps her flee. At the gate, a guard stops them. Ruby takes control of his mind. The gate opens. After years of imprisonment, Ruby is finally free. The doctor explains that most adults are gone. Cities are abandoned. She gives Ruby a GPS necklace, then tells her about a safe camp, a place where kids like her are hiding. Soon, Ruby meets others. A gold-eyed girl attacks her out of fear. Ruby meets Liam, a blue. She lies and says she's green. They help her escape. They're chased constantly. Liam uses his powers to destroy the pursuers. On the road, Ruby learns the truth. Kids were being used in experiments. The government wanted an army. That's why they ran. Ruby touches Liam's hand and sees his memories, his guilt, his pain. Later, Ruby learns about a hidden camp led by an orange-eyed boy. They decode the location. That's when everyone realizes the truth. Ruby is orange. Terrified, she expects rejection. Instead, Liam accepts her. They reach the camp. The orange boy is revealed to be the president's son. He was never cured. He was used. He promises to teach Ruby control, but then he sees her memories and realizes something horrifying. Ruby erased her parents' memories. Even he can't do that. The truth unfolds. The orange boy is loyal to his father. He was gathering gifted children to build an army. He attacks Liam. Ruby finally lets go of her fear. She fights back. Chaos erupts. Ruby stands alone against him. He almost controls her mind, promises to erase her pain, rule together. But Ruby resists. She crashes a helicopter into him. In the end, Ruby erases Liam's memory of her. To protect him, she lets him go, alone. The president's son survives, preparing for war. And Ruby prepares to stop him. Here's the real question. If you had Ruby's power, would you erase the memories of the person you love just to keep them safe? Tell me in the comments. This is Filmlens. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next story.